Welcome back, everybody. Today I want to talk about how to improve your 400-meter sprint time. And since we're talking about the 400-meter, and since it is a sprint, the number one thing that you're going to want to work on is improving your raw speed itself. So, up until the season, you're actually going to want to kind of be like a 100-meter sprinter, where you're going to want to get as fast as possible over short. You're going to want to train short distances basically up until the season, where you're going to want to get specific. And this is because if you really think about it, a person, so just for simplicity, say you have one person who runs 20 miles an hour and another person who runs 25 miles an hour. And just for simplicity, we're going to say that during a 400, they're going 90%. So if you take the guy that can run 25 miles an hour, him running at 90% is going to be so much more faster even than the guy who only runs 25 miles an hour going 100%. So the guy whose top speed is 25 miles an hour, he'll be able to use his speed reserve, go 90% his top speed, and still be faster than the athlete whose top speed is 20 miles an hour only, and he's going at 100%. So that's why speed for 400-meter training is predominantly what's most important. You want to train like I said, you want to train like a 100-meter guy up until the season, where you're going to want to get more specific. And in my opinion, this is just based off what I've seen. If you can run sub 11 in the 100 with training and with good coaching, you can probably go sub 50 in the 400 meters, so 49, 48, something like that. If you're fast enough to run sub 11 in the 100 meter. And I understand there's sprint based 400 guys and long distance based 400 guys. What I'm talking about, this is more if you're a sprint based guy. If you're a long distance guy, if you're like an 800 guy who also does the 400, or a mile guy that also does the 400, I don't know much about that. Those guys are just endurance monsters. So, but anyway, getting in when you get into the season, you're gonna want to start training more like not endurance, but more like 400-meter specific. And I read this book by Charlie Francis, a sprint coach, called Lactic Acid Training, and it talked a lot about like 200-meter coaching methods and like 400-meter coaching methods. And some of the key workouts that I took away from that, the first one is, so you do basically 2 reps of 200 meters. You do the first rep, you do 200 meters at your 400-meter race pace. So say you run a 50-second 400, you're going to want to run the 200 in 25 seconds. And then what you do is you rest 30 seconds, and then you run the other 200 at 25 seconds again, so that the two of those together equal what you can run in the 400. That I found, that's one of the best workouts for 400-meter sprinters. Another one that I would not recommend to short sprinters are doing like 200 repeats, like 6x200 meters, because that's just more of an endurance-based workout that's not really going to benefit short sprinters that much. But for long sprinters, coaches really like using that one. And another one that was similar to the first one, the third one, you're going to do a 300-meter and then wait at 400-meter race pace. And then all of these workouts are designed so that when you run them, you're doing your race pace when you are running the 400-meter. So the third one is you do a 300-meter at your 400-meter race pace. So maybe if you run 50, you go maybe around 38. That's too quick a math for me, but maybe you go around 38 seconds, and then you wait 30 seconds to a minute. And then when your energy systems replenish, you run the last 100 at the same rate that you would run that last 100 in the 400-meter race. So those are some of the best workouts that coaches use for their 400-meter athletes. And also, again, just getting faster, becoming a short sprinter, that's never going to hurt a 400-meter guy. So that's what I got about improving your 400-meter sprint time.